Okay, so you spoke already about data, about the fact that it is one of your strategic pillars. So you quite killed a part of my introduction, of my presentation. But at least, let's say that data from the very beginning is a strategic asset and a strategic competency of insurance. But you are building offers and assessing risk and interacting with your clients based on quite poor data, because you are mainly managing sociologic data, where I am living, my marital status, how many children do I have, my job. And as you said, with IoT, Internet of Things already, you have the ability, and it's more than an ability, it's a vital topic. You can now offer new kind of products, and for example, based on the behavior. The second aspect is your clients. You have historically very few interactions with your clients when the client is subscribing and when there is an incident. And of course, you keep the history of incident. But if I want to be a little bit provocative, you don't know your customers. Historically, you don't know your customers because you have very few interactions with them. And of course, with social networks, you get much richer information. And therefore comes a threat for you from data-driven companies like Google, who are willing to jump on that market. And by the way, Google already tried to jump on that market and already tried to do it in France in 2013. So, you told it, Mr. Buffard, data was an asset, was a core competency, but it's even more and more becoming a challenge, a core competency, and it is one of your strategic pillars. This brings me to Facebook. The reason why Facebook is defining itself as a knowledge-based company, and they say that the data is their lifeblood. And basically what data Facebook is managing, it's mainly relationships. Relationships between people and their friends, relationships between comments and those who like these comments, relationships between brands and their fans. And what you see currently is not a map. It is a result of a giant query that was performed on Facebook database. Each white dot is a user with its geographical location, so latitude and longitude, and each link is a relationship between these users. And you can see the worldwide coverage of Facebook with approximately 1.5 billion users which are active each month. What are they doing with these relationships and with this information? They are trying to understand people and to understand trends, and they build commercial products for companies who are willing to put advertisings to their customers. To do so, they make analysis, and they analyze each day, each single advertising that is pushed to a connected user, which means with approximately 700 millions of connected users each day, 700 millions of analysis per day, more than 700 millions in some cases, because in some day now, Facebook is reaching 1 billion of connected users per day. So, just a second. And this brings to us HP. What are we doing for Facebook? And of course, with such a volumetry, you need scale. But you need also speed. You need speed because as it is performed each day, you must perform the analysis in less than 1 day, but 1 day is not sufficient, you must perform it in hours. And speed and scale is a trade-off. It's difficult to manage both speed and scales, and what we brought to Facebook was the ability to manage, but even more to manage to solve that issue of speed and scale. What are we talking about? We are talking about an Hadoop database of 400 petabytes. And we brought a database named Vertica, which combines that ability to run massive queries on massive data at massive speed. Now, the reason why Vertica is combining several technological dimensions or characteristics. It is a vertical storage. It is massively parallel processing, partially in memory, with some algorithm to compress data to be even more successful and performant. And the vertical database is analyzing, it is a structured database, of course, because analyses are done on structured data, and models, even for instance, we are talking about structured data. The volumetry of data which is stored on the vertica is more than 6 petabytes of data. And what was the result? Facebook moved from approximately 1 month of data that could be analyzed to 1 year of data. A cycle of refreshment of data from every day to every hour. And a performance of query from some queries that even couldn't be completed because they were too complex, to queries in seconds. And what we're talking in terms of refreshment, in Vertica, we are talking about 35 terabytes of data which are uploaded each hour in Vertica to update it. Now, if you're interested, you can find a video of Tim Campos, the Facebook, the CIO of Facebook. I can give you the link afterwards, but if you type on YouTube Facebook Discover HP, you will find it directly. Discover is the Worldwide Congress of HP, and Tim Campos went to that congress to make a testimony. And it's interesting because he explains that when you reach such a kind of performance, suddenly you build a direct relationship between data and business, and there is a direct interaction, and suddenly data has clearly a direct impact and a close to real-time impact on the business. You could imagine that, of course, it is Facebook. Facebook is famous. We put the resources, so they have a very dedicated and specific architecture, and it's only Facebook. But it's absolutely not the case. We have exactly the same architecture for a startup. And you talked about BlaBlaCar. BlaBlaCar has Hadoop, and BlaBlaCar has Vertica. We have the same architecture for a company like Ridoux. Ridoux is a strong emerging company. Its core business is data management, and they have an Hadoop database of 5 petabytes and now a Vertica database of 150 terabytes of data. And our job is to sustain the growth of the business of our clients. And the way we do it, we sustain the growth of the data management, of the architecture, and we bring the resources to bring consulting IT consulting, but also business consulting and even data science.